Guys, thanks. I am with the head coach at The Ohio State University, Urban Meyer. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Sounds great. It's like a time warp. I can't. At times, it's hard for me to believe.
You said a year ago you never would have imagined this day. What has changed for you, health-wise or with your family, to make this the right time to come back?
Well, when I stepped away, I was done. I thought I was finished coaching, and then in last February, I remember I had a talk with Jeremy, and I talked with my wife, and I knew I'd missed it so bad. I didn't think I would, because I took my focus of what I loved. I love coaching players. I love getting a great staff together. Love the preparation. I love team building, and I started focusing on things that you shouldn't have to focus on. And I didn't like the state of college football. Things were going on, and I'd hear about it, and I just didn't like it. And so as time wore on, I realized that I have to focus on things I do like, and that's the players, and that's the coaches, and my job. And to ever think, Ohio State had a great coach, a great football program. Everything was cooking. To think that Ohio State was going to, at some point, be open, that was beyond even my imagination.
Any hesitation with the NCAA sanctions still to be handed out?
Oh yeah, there was. Not until because I didn't know. I didn't know the whole story. I don't think many people know the whole story, and I did some research, but then I have a lot of faith in the athletic director and president. I asked that question. Is this going to be a debilitating issue? Are we going to get knocked down for because that's a problem. You don't have, in the old days, if you can have 5, 6, 7 years to build a program, those days are done. And I just have confidence or faith that they told me everything, and we should work through the issues.
I know Luke Fickell will stick around. Why is it important and valuable to have him around this program and on this staff?
Well, someone will say because he's Ohio State guy. Sure, that's important. Because he's a former player. Sure. Because he was the interim and he knows the team. Those are all adequate reasons. The best reason is I think he's one of the best coaches in college football. It's time tested what he knows on defense. It's time tested. He's a high character guy with a great family. And then you throw on the top that he is a Buckeye, that he lives for these players, that he lives for this. He understands the recruiting. It's an absolute no-brainer. But I took my time. We met for almost 4 hours, and the next day got up and met some more, and we're honored to have him come back.
What did you tell the team first time you were addressing them?
Well, I told them that I realized they didn't choose me. I chose them. And when I say that, I don't want them to take that lightly. When I say I'm choosing them, I have a family. I'm moving from a great place, and I'm going to give them everything I got, and our coaching staff's going to, spill it for them. We expect that in return, and it starts right now. I don't want to hear about missed classes. I don't want to hear about issues. I want to see a group of players go out and win a bowl game, and you're being evaluated, everything you do. From this point forward, I'm going to evaluate, because I talked to you, and I told them I expect that. So now if you walk out tomorrow and you miss class, you do something, you do this, you don't play hard, my evaluation process, you're not going to be in very good standing with the new staff.
What is the first order of business for you moving forward right away?
Recruiting and staff. I'll make some recruiting calls tonight, and then I'm going to go about methodical process of hiring the best coaching staff that I can get my hands on.
As Fickell coaches through the bowl game and what's ahead, what will your role be? Watching practice? Will you be around the team? What will you be doing during that time?
Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work with Luke. If there's something he's not comfortable doing, I'd like to do that. At the end of the day, I want him to go win that bowl game. For him, but for the players. There's a group of seniors now that have been through a lot. Go win that bowl game. I'd like to go watch practice. I'd like to watch practice film. I'd like to, evaluate some coaches and just kind of watch and learn about Ohio State.
You weren't shy about your excitement in coaching Braxton Miller. You've been around some fantastic quarterbacks. What do you see him needing to do to take steps to be that starting quarterback in your style of offense?
It's probably not fair for me. I know what I see. I want to see more of a command on the field. He's a true freshman, and at times, he stood behind the huddle straight up instead of, go take charge. It's your team. The quarterback's a unique position in all sports. Everybody looks at that position. I didn't feel the leadership. I saw a dynamic athlete. I saw a very good release. I saw a good arm velocity. I saw a lot of great things. So that's the one thing I think that, he's going to get, he's a true freshman.
Yeah. Experience he certainly gained this year. This team, this fan base, been through so much the last 9 months, as most recently losing to Michigan, something that hasn't happened around here in a while. What is your message to them to move this team forward and build from this moment?
I'm not worried about messages, because sometimes messages can get confused. My message to them is I'm going to go hire a great staff, That's what my focus is. I'm going to go recruit the best football players I can get my hands on and sell this great. I know this. This is home. For me to go try to sell something I don't know, I know this place. I know the history as well as, I shouldn't say anybody, but I know this place. And so, I'm on a mission. My mission is to get some great players, hire a staff, and then in January, motivate a team.
Well, congratulations. Welcome home, as
Thanks.
they've said. Thank you so much, guys.